Palm, even though it has been in existence for a long time, and the NIFOR has the mandate to research into it because little or nothing is known about it. Understanding its ecology, its usefulness, its biology, and all that. So it is one of our mandate crops here in NIFOR.
Shea tree is another tree of economic importance. NIFOR therefore has a shea research and development department with the mandate to increase the quality and yield of the cash crop.
Globally, shea butter market is about $3.5 billion US. And by the end of 2028, the demand for food and beverages industry will also increase. And the shea butter will continue to be in the increase. That is, the demand will continue to be in the increase. So, and the NIFOR is mandated to carry research in this area. And our research is, of course, to breed a new accession, parental accession, with best agronomic traits in the area of plant breeding, agronomy, study, soil science, and land preparation. We also have the molecular study, the biology of this crop, and also, of course, other areas that is needed for nutritional value of shea butter.
Oil palm, coconut palm, raffia palm, shea tree, and date palm are economic trees that are highly useful for either direct use or for industrial purposes. To maximize the potentials in the mandate crops of NIFOR, the Institute has Technology and Product Development Department charged with the responsibility of adding value to the crops for end users and industrialists.
Our 5 major crops are the oil palm, the coconut, the date, shea tree, and then of course the raffia. So, and if you look at the value chain of any particular crop, you have activities from production to processing. So, this department undertakes research and innovation into the processing aspects of the value chains of NIFOR mandate crops.
The program is Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria, and we are taking an overview of NIFOR for you to be adequately informed at what the Institute does for better appreciation of their services. Aside the departments that are into research, the Institute has divisions and units where a series of activities are carried out to make quality and impactful research on the mandate crops. NIFOR also has a research and extension arm that disseminates the technologies of the Institute to farmers spread across the country. In our next segment, Partnership for Development, we are focusing on the impact of these divisions, outstations, and the extension arm on the overall mandate of the Institute. Keep watching.
The Nigeria Institute for Oil Palm Research, NIFOR, has a seed processing division where researches are made to produce high-quality seed for oil palm production.
This is seed production, where we produce sprouted seeds. Once we harvest from the seed garden, which is the feed, we have to bring the right bunches to this place. As you are seeing them here, they are from different feeds in seed garden. In that seed garden, the feeders are there, right? We have feed, different feed, feed 2, feed 54. And that is where we harvest and bring them here. So from here, they will stay here for a week, let's say 7 days. Fermentation will take place. We now come, we chop them. We don't boil them, we chop them. From there, we transfer them to the canoe where we depot, where we soak them.
This is the Central Laboratory of NIFOR, where a series of research analyses are undertaken for quality production.
We run analysis on soil, on plants, on water. Now we also analyze and characterize and analyze, in NIFOR we have 6 major mandate crops. We have the oil palm, we have coconut, we have jojoba, we have shea butter, date palm, and raffia palm. Now, what we do is assist research scientists to analyze and characterize these various products to ensure that we are bringing out the very best in NIFOR. Now, beyond these mandate crops, we have target personalities. We have the agricultural personnel around. We have non-governmental and governmental parastatals. We have universities around us, tertiary institutions around us that can also bring in their work for us to analyze. So it goes beyond mandate crops, we're checking the soil. Is this soil fit? Is it rich enough to produce healthy crops? We check these plants. Are these leaves getting enough nutrients to be able to feed these crops? We look at water. Beyond our water, we look at water from various places. We look at fat and oil analysis, phytonutrients analysis. We characterize oil, and we do so much more.
The Institute also has a physiology division where research is made into the physiology of the mandate crops to reduce the germination period of the seeds, among other things.
Basically, what we do here is we carry out seed germination studies, we carry out drought-tolerant experiments, and we do biotechnology that has to do with tissue culture and molecular marker development. And if you have been to the seed production unit, oil palm naturally is very recalcitrant. It takes about 2 years to grow. But through the efforts of research and research activity put in this division, we have reduced the period of germination of oil palm to less than 90 days. We also carry out drought-tolerant studies here, where we screen our germplasm to look at the progenies that are able to do well in marginal areas.
In an effort to make the research findings relevant to farmers, the Institute has an extension and economic department charged with the responsibility of disseminating the technology of the Institute to farmers and industrialists.
As you must have been aware, there are different areas of activities. There's the plant breeding area, there's the agronomy, there's soils, there's pathology, there's physiology, there's entomology. All these conduct the basic required research and applied research, looking into existing problems in the oil palm industry, in the date palm industry, in the coconut industry, in the area of raffia palm industry, and of course the shea related areas. So at the end of the day, whatever research is being done in that area, whatever achievement is being done in that area, through various methods, seminars, publications, and all that. We have a technology validation committee that looks at whatever they must have achieved, and at the end of the day, these are collated by Extension and the Economics Department, and our responsibility is to ensure that these technologies get to the stakeholders, the required stakeholders.
Aside the main station of the Nigeria Institute for Oil Palm Research in Edo State and the research programs of the Institute, NIFOR also has agroecological spread across the states of the Federation. It has outstations in Abak in Akwa Ibom State for oil palm research, an outstation in Onuebum in Bayelsa for raffia palm, an outstation in Jigawa for date palm, an outstation in Bidda in Niger State for shea tree research, and an outstation in Badagry in Lagos State for coconut research, among others.
These substations are located in the, and then what we can say, the endemic ecological zones of these crops. Now, outside the substations, we have experimental stations, which are located in different ecologies across the country. For instance, for oil palm, for instance, we have an experimental station in Ondo State that caters for the peculiar soils of that area. We call them basement complex soils. We have experimental stations also in farmers' plots in some estates, so where we go to conduct our experiments. So these are spread across the country. Now we also have a substation, an experimental station in Acharo in Kogi State, which is a drier area for oil palm. So these substations are carefully selected to be able to represent some specific ecologies for the work we do. In terms of administration of the institute, I mean, the head of the institute is the chief executive, as you know, they're right in the office here, and I'm assisted by heads of departments who are usually directors of research that head some research departments and other departments.
This is just a tip of the iceberg of information on the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research. Join us again same time, same station next week when we will showcase the research breakthroughs of the Institute towards maximizing the potentials of the oil palm industry in Nigeria towards job and wealth creation. Until then, have a great weekend and bye for now.
Although social media as a channel of communication is inherently harmless, it becomes harmful and damaging when used without discretion and thoughtfulness. Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, reflect, and verify information before sharing it. Be a good social media user. Stop the spread of fake news. Verify the authenticity of your source and use social media responsibly for a better Nigeria. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, in collaboration with the National Orientation Agency.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Power Circuits program, brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This utility company will continue to keep you informed about its mandate of managing the national electricity grid and wheeling bulk power nationwide. I am Amara Aguguesi, and I'm taking you through this session. Here are the headlines. Federal government begins 132 kilovolts transmission substation project at Ididep, Akwa Ibom State. Power sector operators brainstorm on SCADA automated grid project. TCN delivers power transformers at Ota, Bauchi, Lekki substations, installs another at Brenin Kebbi substation. TCN officials take to fiscal fitness exercise to enhance productivity. The Minister of State for Power, Prince Godi Jedi Abba, has flagged off the construction project for a 132-33 kilovolts transmission substation at Ididep Ibiono local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Here is the rest of the report.
In a statement from the Federal Minister of Power, the minister said the project is a construction of 2 units of 30 or 40 MVA 132-33 kV transmission substation, which will have 6 feeders and is projected to be completed in 18 months. Speaking further, J.D. Agwa stated that the Federal Ministry of Power and the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, had to embark on the construction of the transmission substation project for completion to strengthen the national grid, improve service delivery, and increase capacity to supply power to the people of Akwa Ibom. He also said upon project completion, it will strengthen the national grid by increasing its wheeling capacity to 25,000 megawatts by 2025. He further informed the gathering that the project was a campaign promise fulfilled by President Muhammadu Buhari to the people of Akwa Ibom State. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Emmanuel Udom, represented by the Commissioner of Power and Petroleum, James Etim, thanked the federal government for bringing the project to Akwa Ibom State and promised to support the project.
As the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN intensifies efforts to implement the supervisory control and data acquisition and other automated system projects, power sector operators have met at a workshop to brainstorm on their best performance. The Power Circuit team brings you the reports.
Converging at the headquarters of the National Electricity Regulatory Commission in Abuja, the operators were exposed by TCN officials and the project consultants CESI SPA of Italy to the project being implemented by TCN. They are the SCADA Electricity Management System, EMS, and telecommunications aspects for the entire automation and real-time monitoring of the national electricity grid. Speaking at the workshop, the chairman, Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, Engineer Sanusi Garba, represented by the Commissioner Engineering Performance and Monitoring, Engineer Chidi Ike, said the automation project will avail the power sector the desired leverage for enhanced operations.
Interestingly, NEC has taken a special interest in this procurement exercise because you hear about Vision 30 that has to do with renewable energy. I promise you, you cannot integrate renewable energy, very especially variable renewable energy, without SCADA. No matter the magic they do at NCC, it's not going to work. This project is of enormous proportion. It's very, very important.
Engineer Ike, on his part, explained the grid code requirements for the deployment of SCADA EMS in the Nigerian electricity supply industry.
When this project is implemented, the supervisory control, the SCADA remote terminal units, as required by Section 20.16.1 of the grid code, will be provided in all the control rooms of the system operator, off-taker site, and generators control rooms to enable transmission of signals to and from the NCC. Permit me to stress here that signals and indications which are to be provided by the users of SCADA equipment transmission to NCC must be in tandem with the specifications of the SO and may be changed from time to time by agreement.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, who was represented by the General Manager Program Coordination, Engineer Joseph Chiruma, highlighted the steps taken by TCN to implement the automation project.
Today's meeting basically is just to jumpstart while all first must make sure that the SCADA project succeed. And as I said, it's just an interactive session, but we at the TCN will have to share in details, what we intend to do in our SCADA network. We also should have a handshake, what you are already doing at the GENCOs and even also at the DISCOs end. So holistically, from gas to power, we have to also make sure that we are monitoring our system in both ways, and that's exactly why we are here.
Presenting an overview of the SCADA EMS project, the Executive Director System Operation at TCN, Engineer Mohamed Lawal, represented by the General Manager System Operation, Engineer Nafisat Ali, stressed on the impact the project will have on the monitoring of power grid system operations for the benefit of the generation, transmission, distribution, and even regulatory stakeholders in the power sector.
SCADA has to be put in place to ensure that the grid is well managed, effectively managed, if I must put it that way. So The TCN got financing from the World Bank, and it has decided to use part of the proceeds for this project we're talking about. So it's based on this that we have called for this meeting to discuss the interface points and how do we get access to your facilities, the generators, the directly connected customers. And I also forgot to talk about the objective of this particular project. In this project, at least for now, we have dual NCC, I mean 2 control centers, national control centers, and 3 regional control centers, Lagos, Benin, and Shiroro. However, Shiroro will double as supplementary national control center, and of course some other regional operations centers. So on this note, we ask for your cooperation.
The project manager, World Bank funded projects at TCN, Engineer Tukur Bamali, lauded the multilateral financing institution for supporting the project, noting that it will enhance real-time operation and monitoring of the national grid.
The progress so far we have made is that on the site survey we have completed 5 regions, which is Osogbo, Benin, Kaduna, Port Harcourt, and Abuja, while site survey for Lagos, Enugu, Shiroro, Bauchi, and Kano is ongoing at various stage. The essence of this stakeholder engagement is because at present the transmission company of Nigeria is interconnected across 36 states of Nigeria and Abuja, and TCN in collaboration with the World Bank developed this project after a couple of studies that was done. And the essence of this is to have a required robust and efficient network so that we can manage an effective energy management system.
Highlights of the workshop include a presentation by the project consultants SESI of Italy on implementation stages for the SCADA EMS project.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are hereby requested to verify land near or along transmission line route before purchasing it. Verification should be made in the Land Development Authority or at the TCN office. This would help in drastically reducing the incidence of building under transmission line right-of-way and save us all the problem of pulling down the structure or truncating transmission line expansion projects in your community due to court injunction. Help us serve you better. Verify that land before you buy it.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has delivered high-capacity power transformers to its substation in Ota, Ogun State, Bauchi in Bauchi State, and Lekki in Lagos State, where it is installing another at the Brenin Kebbi substation in Kebbi State. These additional power equipment will improve the bulk power delivery capacity of the company around the southwest region, the northeastern region, and the northwestern region of Nigeria.
At the 132-33 kilovolts Ota substation, the company delivered a 100 MVA power transformer, which is to add to the existing power transformers in the facility. For the 330-132 kV Bauchi substation, TCN delivered a 150 MVA power transformer, which is a great deal for bulk power improvement in the northeast. The power transformer is one of the several transformers delivered to TCN substations nationwide under the ongoing TCN World Bank funded projects. Upon completion of installation, the new 150 MVA transformer will add 120 megawatts to the substation. This means that the substation now has redundancy and can easily meet any increased power demand by just electricity distribution company from the substation. In Lagos, TCN took delivery of 2 brand new 60 by 75 MVA power transformers at the 330, 132, 33 kV Lekki transmission substation. The transformers are part of the ongoing TCN World Bank projects taking place in several TCN nationwide. Then in Kebbi State, TCN has commenced the installation of a 100 MVA power transformer at the 132 33 kV Birnin Kebbi substation.
The role of physical fitness in enhancing productivity has been duly noted by several scholars. While people engage in their job roles, experts have advised that people pay keen attention to their physical and mental health. The Management Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, which delights in prioritizing the welfare of its members of staff, organized a physical fitness session for them at the Jabi Lake Resort in Abuja.
Yeah, welcome to TCN Fitness Club here at Jabi Lake. As you can see behind me, the staff of Transmission Company of Nigeria are taking exercise this morning to ensure that they keep fit. So we want to interview some of our staff and to see why they always come out here to do this exercise. Please join me as we continue the exercise. Now, we want to speak with the Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider, in the person of Engineer Victor Adeomi. So we want to find out why the staff are here for this exercise this morning.
Thank you very much. You know, by the nature of our work in TCN, it's a very challenging work. It's not easy trying to take supply to every nooks and crannies of this country. Trying to do that can put a lot of pressure on you. So we try to encourage this fitness exercise on weekends so that people can let out the steam, they can let out the pressure, and you can see the benefits. I can tell you that most of the gentlemen you are seeing here, they are on top of their departments. And this exercise is making everybody to be very, very active. So that's just the benefit. The benefit of fitness exercise is, unquantifiable. You can see more exercise, less sickness, less hospital bill, and in the long run, more money for TCN. In terms of building your immunity, in terms of you being fit, physically fit, both physical and mental, exercise will give you all that. So I'm encouraging some of our members that are still out there who are finding it difficult to come for this morning exercise to please come and join us. You see a lot of people, you see how happy we are. Apart from that, in the office, maybe you are a GM, but here no GM, no manager, no officer, we are all the same. So the interaction here is superb.
Good to see you, sir. So why are you here, sir?
I'm here to join my colleagues in exercising to fight against tiredness and fatigue and possible diseases.
Very well. Does this impact on your work and others?
Yeah, it makes you very alert, not getting tired easily, and improve your health level in such a way that you don't need to go to clinic every time.
I notice that every weekend you are here. Why are you here?
Yes, I'm here to exercise myself and get fit. So I enjoy this stuff to take advantage of this opportunity and always come around every Saturday to exercise themselves.
Why do we have this exercising?
This exercise is very, very necessary, and it is very, very important. You know, keeping fit is all that matters in life. If you are not fit, you can virtually do nothing. At most, you can do just half of it. And the mental alertness is always accrued through regular exercise. The blood streams, this is just like a live blood sending to the real blood to send a lot of messages and to trigger you into doing a lot. That's the essence of this exercise.
Yeah. So why are you here?
Yeah, as you can see, to keep fit and healthy, it is beneficial. You have nothing to lose, you have all to gain.
Does this exercise impact positively on the staff?
It does, very well, because it is the one that will nourish, make them socialize, and at the same time refresh, so that by the end of the week, as soon as you are going back to the office, you feel very strong.
What's the benefit of their being here?
You can see how I'm looking. I'm a grandma of 4 grandchildren.
That's good.
Good-looking children. Good. So this keeps me, and that is why I cannot stop it. Even as a grandma, I'm still doing it.
What's the reason of being here?
To keep fit, to look young. Not only keeping fit and looking young, and be happy, you know.
Does it impact on your work?
In my work, yes. Because now I can climb the stairs 20 times in a day without feeling anything.
3, 2, 1, go. Send the leg back. Yeah. Drop your water. Straighten it. It's going to come down. If anybody can do it better, you should do more better. 9. Come on. Go down a bit. Down a bit. Down. I still have another staff here, this time around from the union, the senior staff. Let's meet you.
Well, thank you very much. I'm Comrade J.D. Ejeba. I'm the TCM branch president, Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Company.
So, sir, can we know why you are here?
Well, I'm here to keep fit and to join other of my colleagues to ensure that we keep fit.
For how long have you been doing this?
Whew, wow, it has been long. It's been a while, almost close to 6 years.
What impact does it have in your work?
Oh, the impact, it has been very awesome. On the job, at least, it increased my productivity, and health-wise, I have not been attending the clinics for a very long time. I have not been feeling sick, so it's one of the advantages.
Do you have any message for other comrades?
Oh, other comrades are known for exercise up and down, but so all my colleagues and fellow workers, they should embrace this, platform.
It is Transmission Company of Nigeria, Twitter.